Good morning. So, my day's starting, and this is a video presentation instigated by a comment, and I just want to send out well wishes to folks that get triggered around the truth and personal accountability. We live in a world, at least in the United States, where distraction and entertainment is a kind of refuge, and not necessarily a redemptive refuge. It's a coping mechanism because the way a large portion of humanity is structured under various institutions, people, it's hard for them to find the tools to have good choices. And I understand that. Like I've got plenty of personal experience around distractions, and I think that being entertained is magical, and it's not a bad thing. And sometimes you just need to take a break from slogging it out with reality, and then other times you need to anchor in and get down to tough love work. And it's good to have that space in you, if it needs to get done, to go to and have the tools and encouragement to do so. And so that's what this video is aiming to be, is encouragement to YouTubers and different folks that are out there trying to share their truth and gain followers in a camaraderie sense. So ultimately, if you trigger people, you know it's working. Reflections are being bounced back that would otherwise go unnoticed. Often when people are projecting or transference is happening, it's a one-man band, so to speak. And when there's pushback, it can come in the form of someone live in their midst, which is very unusual. Oftentimes it's from a distance that they're projecting and transferring, or through a state of denial where no outside critique can get in. So they're well fortified for the living flesh to confront them, but it's rare. But most of it comes through trolling online, and so they put it out there, and then nothing comes back, and they're safe, so to speak. But when they try to troll, what they know, I think they feel offended, but there's no hook. There's nothing they can propagandize against facts and analysis that maintains the facts and doesn't get biased or personal about things. When you take things personally, you've already failed. So I encourage you to stick to your convictions. Do what makes your heart feel courageous and supportive. A lot in the world is hyper accelerating, and the mask is coming off, and the sun is coming in to my studio here. So and as independent journalism and independent forums grow, there's other platforms that are developing similar to YouTube, like micro villages that are distinguishing themselves in various categories, which makes sense, almost like a form of guild. This is only going to get bigger and more precise, and mainstream media will eventually go under. People will be able to go online and find exactly what suits their personal venue, and they're not going to be force-fed propaganda from the U.S. State Department and or any other capitalist legacy regime. So, and that goes for artists as well. Major music industry Goliaths are, they started to dwindle decades ago, with big platforms coming online and music not being stonewalled like it used to, where you go out and you buy a transparent cassette and you can only get that cassette from a physical entity out there somewhere cranking them out. So those days are over. That world is gone, and individuals will start to step up to plate, and you're going to get pushback because people aren't used to that. They're not used to autonomy and individuals modeling stability, integrity, morals, principles, ethics, accountability, transparency. They're used to coping mechanisms that feed their anger, feed their superstitions. It's a completely different ideology. It has nothing to do with camaraderie, togetherness, friendship, connection, being true to yourself, working internally to confront the contradictions and hypocrisy. It feeds into hypocrisy, and which is a kind of shadow pastime, let's say. So stay true to yourself. Get into a routine of posting. Stick to your routine. Don't get discouraged by trolls. There's a little button in the vertical 3 dots that are to the upper right corner of your comment sections. And in the comment that's in question, you just click on those three little dots, and you get a little drop-down menu, and you hide them from the channel, and they're gone, just like that. Don't get into the white knight syndrome where you're trying to save the troll from the bridge. Trolls have never liked bridge builders, and yet bridges shield them from the rain. So there's a little bit of a irony going on there that the trolls live under the bridge. The bridge is nonetheless doing them a favor, in spite of their contempt. So it just goes to show you the mental health issue there, that the troll is conflicted. He lives under the bridge, and he trolls it. So just let that be what it is. It's a good time to remind yourself that minding one's own business is key in early starting with podcasting, or being a YouTuber, or on Twitch, or whatever platform you choose. Choose your battles as well. Like, really feel into it. Don't let like a reactionary trigger set you off into some abyss of no reconciliation, just mirroring back what the troll really wants. And it wants to prove that there are other trolls. And there's positive and negative trolls. There's people who get the white knight syndrome, and their troll trolls the troll. So that's just a food chain that's a kind of a no way out situation. So good luck, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just a quick encouragement video out there on this Wednesday morning, April 15th. And thank you for supporting the channel. And that's it.